everybody, it's Ginger. Welcome back to my channel. It's been like a week, and some stuff has been going on. Basically, I had to delete my old Wattpad account, which I had for like 2 years, and create a new one. And it got me thinking more and more about Wattpad, and I realized I never even did a video concerning Wattpad. So, coming from a fan fiction writer, so not like, those people who write those romance novels, like the bad boy and the good girl, or just, that, ugh. I mean, people act like, when 13-year-olds make fan fiction, it's super cringy, but a lot of the times, the ones the adults make that are supposed to be romance or whatever are actually even cringier. But back to what I was saying. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some blah. I'm not even editing that out. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some Wattpad tips. Basically things that might not make you delete your account in the future. So first of all, let's go over why I deleted my old account. First of all, I had too much to keep up with. I was working on like 5 books at once. It was ridiculous. So what can we learn from this? Limit yourself to 1 book or 2 books at a time. And the only time 2 books at a time is acceptable is if one of those books is like a journal or an autobiography or like literally like a meme book or something, you're only going to update like once a week, something simple. Another reason I deleted my account was because I ran into a bunch of dead ends with some of my stories. A lot of mine weren't planned to their fullest, I should say. So I kind of ran into a bit of a dead end, and I didn't have the guts to delete the story and tell everybody, hey, I actually didn't really know what I was doing the entire time. So I did something even wimpier, and I deleted my entire account. So basically, what you can pull from this is, if you're making a story, plan ahead. And when I say plan ahead, I don't mean plan like a few chapters ahead like I did. I mean actually know your beginning, middle, and end. Because if you don't, then you turn out like me. Alright, so what are some other tips that I have to tell you guys? Well, first of all, covers. Your story's cover is what people see, and people judge books by their covers. I mean, they do. They really do, and it's either going to be love at first sight or, oh my gosh, this looks so cliche, So, you gotta really try and be as original and creative and non-cliche as possible with your covers. I mean, unless your book is supposed to be very cliche-ish, but I normally do very original fanfiction. Well, I know fanfiction is based off a fandom, but I mean, you know what I mean, like with plots and whatever, I try to take something that's not original and still make it as original as I can. But if you're the type of person who you like cliche and you want it to be all cliche, then go for that. But what I'm going to tell you guys is most people go for the original stuff because they're looking for something they haven't seen before. Logic, So, yeah, and if you don't have the right software to make a cover or something like that, I'm right here. And so, yeah, and I know you're like, well, Ginger, how can we get in contact? How can we do that? At the end, I'm going to tell you about all that. Okay, next tip. Have people review your books. I didn't start doing this until, 2 years into my Wattpad experience, and, I realized that it really helped make my books popular, because people would read these review books, and they would see good reviews about my books, and they would think, oh, well, let's read this person's book. And I kind of got like a big old follower boost, and then I deleted the account, but you know what I mean. And also, don't be afraid to ask people to read your book. Now, let me define this for you. Asking people to read your book and commenting on somebody else's book, hey everybody, come read my stuff, is far, far different. And Cubefish, will you stop texting me? I have got like 3 texts from him. My apologies, I never even told him I was going to make a video. Oh well. I'll explain, maybe. he'll forgive me, maybe. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. But anyways, yeah. Don't advertise your book on other people's books, but feel free to maybe personally ask people. And when I say personally, I mean personal message them that you kind of would like them to give your book a read. And, try to be respectful about it. Don't be all like, read my book. But, just ask them, hey, I'm not very sure if my book's any good or not. Would you give it a read? Would you tell me what you think, and kind of just do that kind of thing. Because if you're kind and respectful about it, some people might actually say, yeah, I'll give it a little read. And they might actually read it. I remember NajZ101, she was a Wattpad user. We became really close friends because she ended up reading some of my books when I asked her to, politely. And then she asked me to read some of her books, and I did. And we gave each other feedback, and we were almost like beta reader partners almost. So it was really, really nice. It was a great friendship that we had before I deleted my account. Next, have the guts to give your friends your username. I literally just now did this, like a day ago. But I feel like now that I have 3 personal friends viewing my Wattpad, not only do I feel like I can grow more comfortable around them, but it's also going to help because maybe they'll give me some criticism. I have 2 people that I know will give me constructive criticism, and I have another friend who is probably going to give me, you're doing this wrong, this is stupid, kind of criticism, but sometimes you need that. Sometimes you do actually need that. It hurts, but it helps if you take it and you think about it and you fix the problem. So, yeah, sometimes being told this sucks is a little better than saying, hey, maybe you should change this. Because if somebody tells you, hey, maybe you should change this, you're probably going to tell them, suck it. No, I'm not going to change it. But when somebody tells you, this is absolutely stupid, change it right now, then you're going to think, oh, wow, we really have a problem. So, yeah. Sometimes not so nice criticism is actually a little better than kind criticism. Alright, so those are my most basic Wattpad tips I have for you guys. I know they're probably all things you've heard before, but maybe hearing them again will make you actually listen to them, because now you know a second source agrees. So I promised you guys that at the end of the video I would go ahead and tell you how you can request a cover or anything like that. And I've never done this before, but I'm actually going to do it. I'm going to tell you guys my Wattpad username, because I feel like I need to expose myself, and I feel like maybe I can grow more comfortable if I have a bunch of people viewing all that stuff, because I'm kind of the sort of person who I'm like, I don't want you guys seeing all this stuff, but maybe it'll help me if I give you my Wattpad handle. So let me step back, because I'm going to go ahead and put it at the bottom of the screen. Alright, so my Wattpad handle is down there, Distorted Realities, that's my new username. If you're wondering what my old username was, which I never told you guys, my old username was _ lowercase I, capital F, and fiction. So, and then an underscore, so it would have been iFanfiction, that's how you'd read it. But since the account doesn't exist anymore, you shouldn't go looking for it. However, Distorted Realities is my new account, so go look for it. And I know this isn't a very pretty font. It's purposely not pretty so that it's easy to read. Because distorted might not be a word that 8-year-olds can spell. I don't remember being 8. I don't know at all I could spell, so sorry if I offended you. I don't really know. But anyways, you can follow me if you want, and if you're just looking for a cover request because you too have a Wattpad, you can privately message me. I check that stuff because I'm actually active on the account again. So yeah, might regret doing this in the future, but I already did it. That's my username, broadcasted to the world. Hooray.